So Rogue One of course came out this past weekend, and all eyes are on the first standalone story, quote unquote standalone you can say, for Star Wars and Disney. Is the franchise viable outside of the core numbers? Are the people going to go see the movie even? And what exactly was the box office going to be? Now, of course, Disney's expectations were somewhere around 120 million to 150 max. And optimistically, most people were saying that the movie was going to make about $135 million, which is nothing really to, joke about, considering that is a massive haul. So how exactly did the film do? Well, worldwide, the film came out to $290.5 million, which is pretty damn impressive. Now, the big question, of course, is how much did it do domestically in the United States? And the film performed way above expectations as it debuted to a huge $155 million in its opening weekend, thus blowing, about $15 to $20 million past what Disney was initially expecting. Now, obviously, these numbers are shockingly not as big as some of the other films this year, specifically the one that still leads the pack, which is of course the third film in the Captain America trilogy, which is Captain America Civil War, which still has the biggest opening of the year with $181 million. Now, obviously, some sites are quick to already start calling the film a failure, considering it didn't do what Star Wars The Force Awakens did, which is the record-setting $248 million on an opening weekend in the US. And honestly, you gotta think about it this way: the film was never going to even be in the same league, as it's not Star Wars Episode 7, 8, or 9, the saga films. This is a spin-off, and if you don't see this movie, it doesn't change how the franchise flows. It's an add-on piece to something that was already established. Now, the interesting thing is going to be how does this film do overall, and how far does it go in the long run? Does it have legs? How is it going to do on the second weekend? Which, of course, we'll talk about once the second weekend is over in just about a week from now. But it's going to be interesting to see if Star Wars, specifically this film, can actually dethrone the #1 movie this year, which is of course Captain America Civil War. But we'll talk about that when the time comes. You guys let me know your thoughts on this, and did you see the movie more than once?